Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your monthly love and romance reading for February 14th. So, I've already meditated on you. I've pulled out three cards from Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. And let's get right into your reading. So, the first card you have here, and this doesn't have to be for partners, it could be if you're, in a new relationship, in your an existing relationship, or it could be for friends or family as well. So, however it applies to you at this time. The first card is children, and this card says your love life is being affected by children. Okay. Your second card is the second card, yeah, is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And your third card is love yourself first. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, for some of you, I do feel there's some karmic situations happening for some. So if you're going through any conflict or battles and pain, and it's something it's hard for you to break away from, there's definitely lessons to be learned, and something even from from a past life, or from your recent past, maybe from your childhood, that needs healing. And it could even be stemming from your one of your relationships with your mother or your father, or however it is you were raised growing up. So whatever role models you had, okay? So if there needs to be healing there, and I'm starting with the middle card, but anyway, it's okay. If there needs to be healing in that area, the universe will keep sending you that same type of pattern or person or relationship similar to what you were comfortable with or you already know, to help you, face it. Because a lot of the times we sit in situations that are painful because they're just what we know, and like how they're just comfortable. So, but the lesson here is that the universe wants you to know is you can have much more, and it wants you to build more strength, and to have a happy life, to move forward with ease, and to experience bliss. Okay, everyone deserves that. Everyone deserves to experience abundance, happiness, and peace of mind in their relationships. Okay, and you choose to be whatever it is you want to be in. It's your choice. So you'll find by looking at your patterns, you're going to see what patterns you've attracted and what type of role you played in the drama as well. Okay, so there's something karmic here where you need to learn something. Okay, so let go of all anger inside of you, of any blame, any guilt, because all this is doing is making you feel down. So it's asking you to release that, especially this card, forgiving and learning. Okay, especially if you've been hurt in the past. Okay, it's asking you to clear the cobwebs of the past and let down your defenses, because I could see some of you, you're putting up walls, and a lot of them because you've been hurt in the past. But that's not only allowing not allowing the bad to come in, but it's also not allowing the good to come in, and you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. Okay, even if you're in a relationship, you could be acting like this in front of your partner. You could be keeping to yourself, or being stubborn, or I don't know, whatever is going on. But it's saying to you to let down any defenses you have and just trust. Okay, don't be afraid to get hurt. Hurting, I mean, it's all growth. Okay, for sure there's a positive side to it, and I've seen it changed so many people, and just transforming you from that cocoon stage to the butterfly. Let the hurt, if you can't control what other people do, so trust them. Just give your trust, and whatever happens, trust yourself only. Okay, that you're going to get over this, whatever it is that someone does to you. Okay, and that empowers you even more. Let people act however they want to act. Okay, whether you tell them yes or no, or I don't want you doing that, if it's in them to do something, they're going to do it anyway. Okay, so I want you to have faith in people. So that was a big one for you. Okay, so let's go to the children card. So it says your love life is being affected by children. So for some, it could even be, maybe you have kids and they're taking a lot of your time, and it's hard for you to experience maybe dating if you're a single parent, or maybe even having time with your spouse. Okay. So it's really asking you to balance your life. Okay. And really find time throughout your day, especially when you're doing things like, you're on social media for an hour. Like, these are precious moments that you could take time for yourself. Okay. So, because a lot of people, they say, oh, there's never time in the day. I can't get to my goals. I can't do my work. But you'll notice the times you're actually wasting time. So you need to catch yourself when you're doing that. Okay, pay attention to your patterns, because there's more time than you think. So maybe, I don't know, when you put them to bed or something like that, take some time to meditate at night or in the morning when you wake up before they do, and just do what it is you have to do, your priorities for the day. Get some time to yourself, and you really need to plan to schedule some time, okay? Because this is a goal, okay? So I could see that for one or two, or some of you, depends who's listening. Okay, so I think there needs to be a balance here. For others, I feel maybe you're in love with someone, with a guy or a girl, and they already have children. So that could be the case. Maybe you're in love with someone that's married already. Okay, so just be careful with that, because sometimes when something starts in threes, it ends in threes. So you just need to make sure, because that could lead to heartbreak. I've seen it a lot of times, and you just need to make sure you express how you feel to the person. That's fine. But you really need to let them know, look, I can't, be with you unless you, get those divorce papers for good and you take care of your business, okay? And then we could talk about doing something, the two of us. So instead of getting caught up in dramas and being the second person, if that's the case, or if you're the married person, you really need to let go of that fear that maybe you're going to stay alone forever, even though maybe that's why you're holding on to that toxic relationship you're currently in. Okay, so you just need to really let go of that fear and trust everything's going to be okay. And you need to deal with the unfinished business you have to start a new chapter in your life, okay? So that's something important I needed to mention. And making sure that's all finished before you launch yourself into a new relationship, okay? It's never fair on each end, which whoever you are, you're in the married partnership or the person outside the married partnership, nothing, will get started and in fact, you're encouraging that behavior if you keep continuing. So one of you have to put your foot down and say, this has to be finished first before I have to start something new. Okay. For others, it could be that children are entering your life. So you could be giving birth, and this is a beautiful thing. So there's new members of family coming in. So congratulations for that. It's a beautiful moment for you. Okay, so for some, it could be you need to bring out the child in you. Okay, so make sure you're addressing whatever it is you need. I feel perhaps you've been taking too much, perhaps you've been giving too much to somebody else and your needs are not being fulfilled. So I want you to address these needs, whatever it is that's happening, okay? So if you're the nurturing giver type person, you're attracting the taker. Really be mindful of that, and you really need to set your boundaries and, to acknowledge that you have needs too, and you deserve to have them fulfilled. Okay. So yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, so let's see here. You have now love yourself first. Okay, so for those of you, I got the picture, someone's, jumping from relationship to relationship. I feel that you need some time alone to yourself to go inward and really check out the patterns that you've been attracting. So you might need to be in touch with yourself and build that relationship you have with yourself, okay? Self-love comes first. When you respect and love yourself, this is when you're going to get the love and respect from others. So if you've been worried, you're like, well, I'm giving so much to this person and they're disrespecting me back in return. It's because people subconsciously, they're picking up this, that you might not be respecting yourself, or you're rejecting, your needs or your beliefs and values. And that makes them disrespect as well. So I want you to really stay true to your authentic self. Make sure you're speaking your mind. This is what this card is saying. And I want you to kind of, lay down the law, okay? So you have to put your boundaries up. You can't let someone step all over you and cross their limit, okay? So don't let other people step all over you, okay? And I do feel once you set your boundaries and you stay true to your values, whatever it is you believe in, and you don't have to go, along with their lifestyle patterns. They do it because they believe it. If you're not that kind of person, it's just going to make you miserable in the long run, okay? So you got to be very mindful of that, okay? And once people see how strong you are in that you stand up for yourself, they're going to respect you even more. Even if you hurt their feelings, if you say something that you don't agree with, speak your mind, and however they deal with it is their issue. As long as you're coming from your own truthful intentions, okay? So make sure, though, you take that time to spend in solitude, create a sacred space to really, get in terms with yourself, get in touch with yourself, okay? And once you gain that respect and you're comfortable with yourself, you're doing the things you love, you're going to be attracting more beautiful things into your life. You're going to attract a partner that respects you, and you're going to be attracting even friends that respect you, and you're going to have peace of mind from this, okay? So really beautiful thing. Oh, and the other thing that comes to me, I just noticed that with the children card, it could even be someone from your past. For some of you, from someone from childhood, could be coming back into your life that you knew. So that could be something for someone listening there, and that's going to be a beautiful reunion. So I'm curious how that plays out. So I hope you have a great February. Happy Valentine's Day. And you love your friends, your family, your partners, your pets, and especially your enemies, okay? Because they give you important lessons in the world, and it helps you grow. So it's a day that expresses love for everything about life, and including yourself. Remember that. So you need to love yourself first. Have a good one. Bye-bye, guys.